Multiplication property of equality. If A and B are expressions and C is non-zero, well, a non-zero number, then the equation A equals B and A times C equals B times C are equivalent. Well, this can be particularly useful in fractions by multiplying by its reciprocal. As an example, we can try solving for 4/5 x equals 8. Note that multiplication and division are opposites of each other. Well, I recommend that you review simplification methods. In few words, PEMDAS, or an acronym, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or another acronym, PEMDAS, just for reference. So, PEMDAS, quick review. P stands for parentheses, brackets, and squiggly lines that look like parentheses or any other type of parentheses they can come up with. E stands for exponents. M stands for multiplication. And you can use a big dot or an asterisk if you're using your computer to imply multiplication. D, division, which is your regular division sign. You can use the slash sign as a division sign, or a fraction also implies a division. Do keep that in mind. Fractions are divisions. But sometimes we don't simplify them. A, addition, and S, subtraction. And of course, let's remember once again, as we previously stated, opposites, addition and subtraction are opposites. And the ones we just stated, multiplication and division are opposites. So let's try an example real quick. X divided by 3 equals 6. Well, we can get rid of the 3 because it's dividing, agreed? Since it's dividing, we multiply. And what we do to one side, we must do to the other side. So multiply both sides by 3. And this is to get rid of 3 to solve for x. Notice on the left side, 3 divided by 3 cancels out. So that leaves us with x. X equals 6 times 3, which is 18 in this case. There's our solution. So note that fraction signs imply division once again. Numerator over denominator, and fraction would also imply a division. Or we can see it as a slash, numerator divided by division. Pardon me, denominator. Numerator divided by the denominator. Oopsie. Okay, so let's try solving for our example in this case through one-step method and two-step method. Okay, let's try the two-step method first. So we have 4/5. And notice I'm writing as a regular fraction sign format. Makes it easier to visualize. So 4/5 x equals 8. And now we're trying to solve for x. So we gotta get rid of the 4/5. Well, in two steps, that means we're splitting up the fraction into a multiplication and a division. So notice that the 4 on top is dividing, and the 5, because it's underneath the fraction sign, it's a division. So it's dividing. Let's get rid of the 5 first. It makes it easier. Since the 5 is on the bottom, it's dividing, we get rid of it by multiplication. What we do to one side, got to do it on the other side. So 5 divided by 5 on the left side cancels out, and therefore we have left 4x equals 8 times 5 gives us 40. And now we get rid of the 4. It's multiplied with the x, so opposite of multiplication, division. So we're dividing by 4 to get rid of the 4. What we do to one side of the equal sign, we must do to the other side of the equal sign as well. So there it is. Let's divide it by 4 on both sides. 4 divided by 4 cancels out, and 40 divided by 4 gives us that x equals 10. So that is our final answer, x equals 10. Let's try the one-step method then. We have 4/5 x equals, or 4/5 times x equals 8, same as before. But now, as a reciprocal, that means we flip the fraction, and what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So reciprocal means flip the fraction. Notice it was 4/5. We multiply it as a 5/4. So we put the 5 on top and the 4 on the bottom. And that occurs on both on the left and right side, because we got to do it to both sides. Notice that on the left side, 5 multiplying, 5 dividing cancels out. 4 multiplying, 4 dividing cancels out as well. That leaves us with just the x. So 8 times 5 gives us 40. 4 times 1 gives us 4. And 40 divided by 4 gives us that x equals 10. Hey, look at that. We get the same solution